Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Today, I want to talk about the three pitfalls that you need to avoid in order to stop your neuropathy from getting worse. These are things that your doctor is not going to tell you, but they are absolutely essential if you want to take control of your life and get rid of neuropathy. Number one, you need to focus on your circulation. Your circulation is your bloodstream, and all the oxygen is carried on the bloodstream and is distributed to different parts of your body. Any part of your body that has a lack of blood flow and a lack of oxygen is going to have a medical problem. If you, for example, if you cut off the blood flow and the oxygen to the brain, that's called a stroke. If you cut off the blood flow and the oxygen to the heart, that's called a heart attack. And if you cut off the blood flow and the oxygen to the nerves that go down your legs, then what happens is that they start to shrivel up and die. They look like a house plant that you forgot to water for a couple of weeks. Same thing. So the first thing we have to do is evaluate your body for proper circulation. And the way that we do that is we use a special instrument that measures temperature. As you know, blood is warmed in your core, and then it gets pumped down to your legs and your arms and different parts of your body from there. So we measure the blood flow and the temperatures of the skin and your feet and your legs. Now, normally with this camera, your skin should normally be pink. That represents that you have a normal, healthy amount of blood flow, and everything is going well with oxygen delivery to your feet. If the skin is a little bit cooler, then the image turns yellow, and then it turns green, and then it turns blue, and then it turns dark blue. And we usually see that with smokers or with diabetics. So if your skin is normal, it should be pink, and anything less than pink is a problem. And we can see how much oxygen and how much blood flow that you have really by taking the temperature of the skin. Second thing is we need to evaluate your nerves and the nerve function, sensory and motor. And for doing that, we do a special test, a special series of tests, and we measure your body's ability to feel sensations in two different parts. One is on your neck or your face or someplace close to the brain. That's the reference part. And the second one is we check your ability to feel this stuff down at your feet, further away from your brain and going through your spinal cord. So we check your sense of cool and cold, heat, sharp, dull, um, pressure, tickle, things like that. And then we measure the motor division by checking the deep tendon reflexes at the knees and at the Achilles tendon. And that tells a story about how they're doing. So we want to check your sensory and the motor divisions of the nerves themselves. And third, we want to check the internal terrain of your body. I'll give you an analogy of a fish tank. If you've ever seen a fish tank and the water is somewhat cloudy and dirty and the fish are somewhat sick, one way of dealing with that is by dropping some medications into the water and hoping for the best. The proper way, my preferred way of dealing with that is by doing a partial water change, by scrubbing the gravel and the glass, and doing a partial water change and changing the filter and the fish tank so that the fish have clean water to swim in, and they tend to live longer. then tend to be happier. And that's the terrain theory. So by increasing your or decreasing your toxic load, increasing your nutritional quality, and rounding them off with certain supplements, we can make sure that that's working right. So again, the three pitfalls are adequate circulation, making sure that you're getting plenty of oxygen delivered to the different tissues of your body. Number two is by ensuring that we are checking the nerves, the sensory and the motor divisions of the nerves by doing some testing in different parts of the body and comparing and contrasting. And third, we want to make sure that the internal terrain of your body is going along well. I'd like to know what's going on with you with your neuropathy. So please leave a comment in the section below. I have a link that you can get a free 2-minute peripheral neuropathy health assessment. It's about 12 questions. It takes about 2 minutes and it's completely free. And you'll get results sent to you immediately about how you're doing, whether your problem is low, is it moderate, or is it severe, and what to do about it. So click that link below and please like and subscribe to this channel. If you found this video had some value and helped you along a little bit, please do me a favor and like and subscribe to the video. I thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.